The Voice of Nigeria (VON) has offered its platform to Rural Electrification Agency (REA) to showcase and narrate its positive community electrification projects across the country to the world. The Director General of VON, Malam-Jibrin announced this when he paid a courtesy visit to the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of REA, Malam Abba Aliyu, in Abuja. Ndache, who was accompanied on the visit by his management team, emphasized the stakeholders must work collectively for the country to move forward. The VON boss said that he was working with his team to create positive narratives about Nigeria, Nigerians, Africa, and Africans. He said VON was also working with several institutions to close the gap about misinformation and disinformation.
We believe that for us to move this country forward, we must all work together collectively as public sector concern. Where you do what you do, we must be there to amplify what you do. Because we are in the age of noise, we are in the age of fake news, we are in the age of misinformation and disinformation. It is a time for institutions to be deliberate and intentional about telling their own story. And there's no better place to tell that story than Voice of Nigeria. I was appointed alongside of agencies under the Prime Minister of Information and National Orientation on Thursday, 19th October 2023, and I resume on Monday, October 23, 2023. And since then, I have been very deliberate, intentional in building on all the legacies of the founding father up till the last. Voice of Nigeria broadcast in 8 languages, 4 local and 4 international: Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, and Fulfulde. And for the international, we broadcast in English, naturally, because it's an international language, Arabic, Swahili, and French. And when I came on board, because of my study of global best practices and trend, working with my management, we're also talking with the Chinese government and Indonesian government to start broadcasting Mandarin and also in Bahasa, Indonesia, and Malay. If REA is ensuring light in rural community, let the world know. It cannot be done in one day, but the one that you have done, let the world know that we are also doing our best in ensuring that there is rural electrification. I want to work with you. I want to make Voice of Nigerian platform available to REA to tell your stories anytime, anywhere. We have a responsibility as Nigerians, and by the opportunity given to us now to lead these institutions, we must be very deliberate, we must be very intentional in supporting similar institutions like us to provide our platform and take a lead. There's no public institution in Nigeria, Africa that broadcasts in 8 languages, no. I'm very determined to change the narrative from negative to positive about our country and our people.
Responding, Aliyu appreciated Ndache for the offer. According to the REA boss, the issue of electricity is one of the most challenging in the country. Aliyu explained that his agency was also working in partnership with international organizations. According to him, the World Bank Group recently approved an additional $750 million for REA's intervention through a program called Distribution Access Through Renewable Energy Scale-Up. Highlight of the visit was a presentation of the programs, projects and mandates of REA by Aliyu to Ndache.
I cannot think of any other platform that can give us this kind of leverage apart from BON. And I want to take your offer. And I want to tell you that I'm an Oliver Twist. I will take the offer and I will request for more and more and more till we deliver on our mandate. In Nigeria at this moment, we have over 85 million Nigerians without electricity. And these 85, most of them reside in areas where it would be very expensive to extend the national grid to such areas, right? Because they live in communities that are sparsely populated, or they live in rural areas where economic activities are not significant. So you now realize that even the cost of moving extending the national grid to this area may not be even economically viable. So the best alternative to address these people is by the work that REA is doing, by providing them with distributed generation resource around these communities. And that is what REA has been doing since it is mandate. We operate by providing mini grids to particular communities. We also provide solar home system to areas where mini grids are not viable. We also intervene by providing grid extension to areas where there is their need of such. Just recently, the World Bank approved additional funding of $750 million for REA's intervention through a program that is called Distributed Access Through Renewable Energy Scale-Up. Now, the World Bank could not have approved this 750 without a track record. So before then, we implemented a project called the Nigerian Electrification Project, a $550 million funded by World Bank and African Development Bank. And through that project that we implemented, that the World Bank found it worthy, based on the success of that implementation, and requested the board of the bank to provide additional funding. This funding is the biggest public sector supported off-grid project in the entire world, and it is being implemented in Nigeria.